This lesson is on how to use Google Docs. Specifically, we're going to use drag and drop within a document, create a table, and modify a table. The first thing you'll need to do is go to google.com. When you get there, go to the More drop-down, select Documents, and then you'll need to sign in. If you've never used Google Docs before, you'll have to sign up for a new Google account. You can just select the type of email that you use. If AOL, Hotmail, or Yahoo is not available, you would then select Use a different email. So I can select that. You would enter in your current email address, select a password. Make sure that this is an email account that you have access to so you can accept the registration to Google Docs. And then you can enter in security information, so if you forget your password, it can send you your account. I'm going to go back to sign in and sign in with my Yahoo email. And once I'm signed in, Google Docs appears with all of the files that I've used in the past. You can create a new file, or you can upload a file that you already have existing in Microsoft Word, for example. That's what we're going to start with today. So click on Upload, Files, and then we're going to find the file that we have in the M drive, which is our shared folder, Computer Apps, Ms. Johnson, Google Docs, and it says Google Doc 1, Student Document. We are going to convert it to Google Doc format, so leave everything selected and just click Start Upload. After that has uploaded, you can see it's complete. I can select that Google document and open it up just by clicking on it one time. I'm going to maximize my screen, and you can see that this letter is not in proper format, so I'm going to move things around accordingly. I know that my date needs to go at the top, so I'm going to just highlight that and use the drag and drop feature, which means while it's highlighted, I'll click on it and not release the mouse and drag it up to the very beginning. Okay. Sincerely, I will enter that down so I can have it on a separate line. This is my complimentary close. It's going to go at the bottom, so I do the same thing. Highlight, click, and drag it down. You're going to continue doing this. There are some items that may need to be deleted from this document. When you're finished moving things around and you've added proper punctuation, put things in the correct order, and deleted what was necessary, you'll want to spell check. There isn't an actual spell check on the toolbar. However, it does automatically by default put a red line underneath words that are spelled incorrectly. So you can go through the document and just right click on any of those words with the red line and change the spelling to the correct version. If for some reason you don't want it to automatically spell check, you can go to View and deselect where it says Show Spelling Suggestions. At this point, we're done with this document. The saved box is whited out, so it has been saved recently. We're going to still use this document to answer the questions regarding the use of tools within Google Docs, which are very similar to Microsoft Word. The first one on the sheet that you have in front of you is what happens when you press Control-End. I'm going to do that right now. Hold the Control key and also hold the End key. You can see it takes me to the end of the document. So on my sheet, I'm going to write down End of Document as the result. I'll do the same with Control and press the Home key, and it takes me to the beginning. Continue doing that with the rest of the list on the sheet in front of you. Once you're done with this, and it says it's been saved, I can go ahead and just close out of this screen because we actually have our main Google Docs screen open in a different window. So I'll just X out of this, go back to my main screen, and for this document, I'm going to go to Create New. And it's going to be a document. I'm going to maximize this. And I would like to insert a table. This is just under the Tables menu. Under Insert, It's going to be 2 columns, 5 rows. You're then going to just copy what you have already written down. So the table that we worked with, we had Control plus End, and that takes us to the end of the document. There seems to be a delay in the typing while I'm recording here. I'm going to tab just like I would in Word and do Control plus Home, and that took us to the beginning of document. If I need to get back, again, I can use Shift by holding Shift and press Tab, and that will take me back. So here, I needed to insert a plus sign in between there. I can do that if it'll let me. There's a delay while it's recording. It doesn't want to do that. So you're going to continue on and do that for the rest of the list. One of your other instructions is to go back to the beginning and add a row at the top. Again, just like in Word, you highlight the area where you're going to insert the row above, and I'm going to right click and say Insert Row Above. And now I have a new row that I can add titles to, and this is going to be Action, this is going to be Result, and we're going to bold those. So I'm just going to highlight, and in my toolbar click Bold. We don't have enough cells here, so as you get to the end, you'll just continue tabbing, and every time you press Tab, it will add a row. So you can continue adding rows to finish up this document. This document does not have a title, so you're going to want to, in the Untitled, click there, and it's going to be called Google Doc 2. Click OK. And again, you'll make sure it's saved, and when you're all done, you can X out of it. Okay. Before you finish any of these, I would like to check you off on them. So you're going to open up both documents and then raise your hand so I can come around and check you off on your Google document work.